Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Pisces family doing? You know, it's always a pleasure and a privilege to share your messages. I hope everything is okay. Well, before we get started, let's please do our breathing. I know it could be annoying at times, but I'm telling you, you all have to admit that it feels good. It does feel good after, correct? I mean, you may not want to say it, but you know it's true. You feel good after we do that. I know I do. So let's do the inhale and the exhale twice so we can get aligned with our messages and feel better, do better. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, Pisces, are you breathing? Inhale, exhale. And shake it off. Shake it off. It's good for you. It's good for you. It just helps to clear up the mind. You feel so free. I love it. Well, spirits, please talk to us on behalf of our Pisces. Help them to gain the clarity and understanding necessary to move forward and gain the knowledge that they need. Answer the questions that are concerning them and allow them the opportunity to start getting deeper in their thoughts. Let them start recognizing the messages they may have overlooked previously. Speak to us. Speak to us. Yes. What's going on? Pisces in the house. It's so good to work on yourself and develop your energy into the manifestation that you are seeking. And you know, manifestation is a feeling. It's what drives you, what you hold dear to yourself. And you see yourself achieving that goal, experiencing what it is you're looking forward to. That's the plan. That is the plan of action. We have our Nine of Wands, our Eight of Cups, yes, the Hierophant, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. Gotta start looking into these things. We know that you are in your phase of teaching. You know, you are teaching. You are teaching and you are learning. This is your progression phase where you are looking out to what it is you want to come back to you. See, we go through different phases in life. And sometimes it's just something weighing heavily on us that we need to do for ourselves. Like my friend, she was working for years. I think she was at this job since she was like in high school, way back in the day with all of us. And she stayed on this job. And let me tell you, she roofed up, but so far, she limited herself. And she realized that she didn't invest enough in herself until it was too late. And let me tell you, this is a true story. She stayed on this job for all these years and working diligently. I mean, this job was the greatest for her in insurance. Well, I used to say, she said, you're supposed to have for the role that I'm in, it's something like control everything with the insurance. She would not go to the school to say, oh, let me get this certification or this licensing. So, you limit your growth because there are other open positions that pay more and are higher up. And especially with all those years of experience, she would be able to obtain it and maintain it. But she didn't do that. You see, you have opportunities coming to you and you're thinking about a lot of things. But the hesitation is there, Pisces. You hesitate when it comes to things moving forward in your life. And it's not that you're not willing to put the work in. You will put the work in. But you're so nonchalant. It's like, I get it, I don't. Yeah, I'm working towards it, I'll get it. But when she realized on the job, she had years of opportunity to get all her licensing and do everything, but she didn't feel it was a need. She was comfortable, and that was it. Well, then the job put new policy in place that to hold certain roles, you had to have your license, and that's for liability reasons. So now she couldn't be that free spirit. Now she's studying and studying, because if she doesn't pass the exam and get licensed in this arena, she will lose her job after all the years that she put in. But she limited herself. She didn't do the needful to allow growth to come in. She stayed on the level she was in because it was comfortable. And I see you being pushed out of your comfort zone. It's like you get blessings along the way. You are able to taste some of your abundance, but your plate could be so much more full, even if you're on a diet, because it will have things to elevate you, which will give you more opportunities for you to go in the zone where you belong, where you feel most comfortable on a growth level. Sometimes we stay stuck for so long, we don't even realize we're holding and limiting ourselves. We're restricting our growth. And you don't want to do that, Pisces. You want to be open to learning. And this is nothing you have to share with anybody. This is something you have to do for yourself. And you know how important it is for you to rise up, right? But you tend to procrastinate at times with certain things. Oh, I'll get to it. Oh, I don't really want to do it. And you'll wait till the last minute. Well, just like my friend, you can end up waiting till the last minute and losing out on the whole package. Through your process, you're supposed to absorb that information like you're a sponge, because you can help other people to elevate, but you got to elevate yourself. You've been on the job, you've been in this career for so long. You know that there's certain points that you need to do a little bit more for yourself because you desire more. So you have to apply yourself to receive more. You're getting a little taste now of what it means to be 100% committed to your goals, how to listen to your intuition. You're getting little trickles here and there of rewards coming to you. So you stop and you sit back and you think. My person says that I don't understand them. I don't listen to them. My job is saying I need to elevate in order for me to receive the recognition and certification necessary so it could be applied. It could be after my name. But I'm still stuck in trying to figure out what it is I want to do. So then you get deep into thought and you start looking at things from the various opportunities that have come to you that you've missed out on. And now, with you getting more in tune with yourself, you're starting to realize that you can bring your own demise if you don't apply yourself with that full commitment. So you've changed course. You're realizing the importance of focusing on what it is you really want, because time waits for no man. You can be there and just daydreaming and thinking about things and then realize that's not what I really want. What I really want is, that's what happens when you start focusing on where you see yourself. You begin to envision the picture. You start painting your own stuff, your own journey, and seeing yourself in your mind's eye where you are focused on being and who you are focused on becoming and what you want out of life. And it's like they say, what Oprah says, she said, a come to Jesus moment. It's when you make up your mind and you say, you know what? this is where I'm going and this is how I'm going to get there. Because I put the time, the effort in, and that's where your learning comes from with the Hierophant, because it's like you're expanding, you're growing. It shows the restrictions, it shows the blessings that have come to you, it shows how you're focused on what it is you need to get, and you're teaching yourself as you're learning along the way how to apply the gifts you already possess so you can get to the next level. You realize that a lot of time has gone and a lot of time has wasted, and you need to get on the path to your own success. You listen to people and you grasp the concept and work on seeing yourself achieving certain things. My friend got to the point where she did start to value education more, because you just because, I mean, she graduated high school, but just because you finish high school, I'm not saying you have to go to college, but you have to do something. You want to have some kind of paper, even if it's a technical degree. It shows that you're skilled in something. And you've been pondering this for a minute, if you should go back to school. If you want to level up and go somewhere else or expand on where you are, you have to update your skills. You have to focus your mind on the plan of action that you want to take. You have to figure out, I mean, I'm looking out towards the future. I'm optimistic. You got your 9 of Pentacles and everything, and you've got your Magician and the Empress. All of those are upward mobility movement for your growth. It's about rising to the occasion, being your best self, and stop pondering and procrastinating on whether or not you need to do this. You're not trying to impress anybody. You're trying to make your, not limit your limitations, I should say. You want to see further along than where you are right now. You actually want to see over that horizon, because it's come to a point now that you are not completely satisfied on being where you are. You're thinking about everything. There's battles you've had to fight. You know, you look at life and you're trying to figure things out. You know there's battles that come for you. But you know what? Look at where you are. Look at where you are. You have battle scars. You're not a lazy person. You're not somebody that's going to sit there. Yes, you may procrastinate at times, but when you make up your mind to do something, Pisces, you know you do it, right? You do it. There's no shame in your game. You do it. And that's so important for you to elevate to where you need to be, for you to allow that magic to come into your life. Things could change for you overnight. And you look out there, you have this nurturing feeling. It's like, I know that I'm capable. I don't have to ask permission to allow my inner power to reign. I've been in control of my life the whole time. And now I realize the power. Just like my friend, she realized that she was the one that had the lackings. And when her job was put on the line, there was a fire that came out inside of her. And she kept calling me and wanted me to pump her up and wanted me to pump up. And I told her, I said, you will not be afraid. You shall do this. What you say you're going to do, you're going to do. Let the fear walk away. We left that outside the door. We don't bring that in with us. We look at the possibilities. We hold our head high and it absorbs the rays of sun that are showing us that a brighter day can come. You are so steadfast on your journey right now that you are making miracles happen in your life. You're seeing the positive change. You are looking at all the possibilities and options that have come your way already now that you're paying attention to. You may not have picked up that clue before, but now that you're so into your inner power and realizing and recognizing what it is you're going after, everything seems different now. It's like you're in a realm of your own. You're learning and you're helping other people in the process, and you're realizing your true gifts. This is an awakening for you. This is an awakening period. Pisces, this is taking you to all new levels. Let me see what your soul spiritual card is saying. Wow. Okay. Giving and receiving. You're giving more of yourself. You're getting more in tune with yourself. You're listening to yourself. And this basically is allowing you to grow because you're picking up so much experience and knowledge along the way, and you holding on to it because you know its value and importance. You even starting to recognize the value and importance of yourself. And as you're going through, you're realizing things are falling in line. You know you're on the right path now. You were unsure previously. You had to stop, think, but little rewards started trickling in for you. It's not the big kahuna as of yet, but it's on the way. It's on the way. It's just, you just feel so enlightened. You're so enlightened. And you're giving yourself and receiving as well. You're teaching and learning. This is the whole growth concept, and that is the path you're on right now. Total growth and knowledge. Even though you have shortcomings along the way, you're looking at ways to improve on it and grow accordingly. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You are making your magic happen. You've been manifesting. You've been praying to your source. You've been listening to your inner self so you could develop your inner power. This is you coming into your own. This is a big deal for you, Pisces, because sometimes to avoid any issues or confusion, you tend to let certain things go. Therefore, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. But you know your potential. You know where you're going in life. You just have to let it imprint on your mind and see yourself arriving there. Like that's your target. So whatever it is that you're seeking, it's all part of your target. And now you got to practice your aim. Sometimes you aim and it might go in this direction. Your bow and arrow might go in that direction. As you're learning, there's hiccups along the way, but you know your potential now. And by you working on your skills and your craft, you're developing yourself to aim closer to the actual target and achieve it. You can win this thing called life if you include your inner power on your journey and you develop those necessary skills. It takes a minute, I know, because developing is a process. When you're developing something, it's a process. You're baking a cake. You're putting all the ingredients that are necessary so that it could come out the way it's supposed to. The same thing with you in life. You're developing those skills. You're mixing that cake. You're adding the eggs, the butter, oil, flour, anything to make that cake special. Your nutmeg, your cinnamon. You believe in what you're doing. And you have already seen the cake in your mind. So now, as you're going through the steps to bake it and make it come out the way it looks on the box or the way you want to see it from scratch, and you working on it, it's a process. It's a process. Anything worth having and putting the time in is a process if you want it to develop the right way. My friend started studying, like I said, and she failed the exam 4 times. And then her employer told her that she had one more chance and she had to do it by such and such a date. When I tell you, somebody that applied themselves 100%, passing score was 75, and she got it with an 89%. Didn't come close any of those other times when she was taking the exam. It'd be 74, 72, 70, but she could never hit getting over 75. But that fight and flight energy came over her, and she realized how important this was to her, and she focused on that target. She picked up the pieces of all the failed exams, took that knowledge, because she was in, Hereford mode when she was learning, okay? She took all that knowledge, wrapped it up with the optimism that she needed, start beginning to let her inner power come out and shine, and recognize her gifts, and shared it with the world, because you're giving and receiving, right? And you know what? She passed her exam with flying colors. She said, I should have got a 90. I said, you passed the exam, and it wasn't in the 70s. It was the upper 80s. 1 point more and you would have had 90. So be thankful for what it is you have, because before you didn't see yourself passing the exam. Now you envision yourself passing the exam, and you made that magic happen. You can make magic happen in your life when you believe in yourself and you sought after your inner power and you let it rain. Let it rain. And you know what you did? You blocked out the outside noise of anybody that said, girl, you should hang it up. Somebody said that to her. Girl, how many times you took that test? You need to hang it up. They don't know how they inspired her, motivated her to pass that exam. When people bring negativity to you, you take it, wrap it around, and use it for your best self. Help it to propel you. Help it to make you feel stronger, because you're going to prove them wrong. Not that you got to prove anything to them, but it's just because of your ego a little bit. You do things a lot in silence. People don't know what you're doing. And you come out, voila, with your magic and say, I passed my exam. Oh, I'm now licensed as such and such. And you know what? It'll change your life. Those hurdles that are meant to knock you down and keep you down, you could turn around and use that negativity for good and help it to take you to the next level. So you could see that elevation and you could measure where you started from and where you are. What is your number? What is your number, Pisces? What is that number? Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 143. Preparation. Life is filled with phases. Did we not just discuss this? Life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Don't be fearful of change. Don't be fearful of elevation. This is taking you to new heights. Financial and creative changes are upon you. This is what I'm saying. So when she passed her exam, her salary went up. Okay, that was the financial and creative changes. Now she was able to be more informed with the work that she was doing and make it easier for herself. Excuse me. My dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. She changed her way of thinking. Pisces, you are changing your way of thinking. You are growing. You refuse to be stuck. You're looking beyond what you only was able to see was the here and now. And now with you looking beyond, you're seeing over the horizon. And that's where the change is being applied. Prepare yourself for growth. Prepare yourself for change. And prepare yourself for excellence. Because in order for you to get to that excellence phase, you have to go through the necessary steps of believing in yourself, 100% commitment, and doing the work. You're not a lazy person. Don't procrastinate. Just make it happen. I know there's every excuse in the book you can give as to why you don't want to do something, but look at the big picture and it'll open your eyes to see the picture in the frame. Okay? From every angle. And then you make the decision what you want, where you see yourself, and how you're going to get there. Preparation. 143. Preparation. Stay true. Don't give up. And make sure you know it takes work to get to where you see yourself. Because you're not there yet, but you could be well on your way. This might have just been a little break on your path, but stay on the right track and believe in yourself, believe in your work, believe in what you're doing. Pat yourself on the back and recognize your inner power and your intuition and listen and learn, because this is the phase of knowledge for you right now as you travel through this process. Stay on track. Do not be swayed. I know summer's coming, and some people lose their minds during the summer and forget what their goals are and fall short. But not you, Pisces, because you're going to lock it in, correct? Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do know that you matter. Your values matter. Your importance matters. We care. I care. Let's continue on that process and keep learning and strengthening our inner power. Talk soon, Pisces. Take care. Have a good one.